In this week's Torah portion, Vayera, we read the story of how Avimelech, king of the Philistines, abducts our matriarch Sarah with the intent to violate her. Miraculously, God intervenes. Sarah is protected, and Avimelech and his household are punished severely. And then, right after this episode, the Torah tells us, V'Hashem pakad es-Sarah, and God remembered Sarah, and she conceives and gives birth to Yitzchak, Isaac. When we read these two stories, one right after the other, we can't help but ask ourselves, why are these two stories placed back to back? What's the connection between Sarah's kidnapping and her miraculous pregnancy? Rashi asks this very question, and his answer is as powerful as it is profound. Rashi, quoting from earlier sages, writes, "This comes to teach us that anyone who prays for mercy on behalf of another, while needing that very same thing, will be answered first." Let's understand this. One of the punishments that God gave Avimelech after he kidnapped Sarah was that he and his household became infertile. When Avimelech returned Sarah to Avram, the Torah says that Avram prayed to God that Avimelech and his people be healed, that they regain their ability to have children. And at that very moment, Avram himself was still childless from Sarah. He hadn't yet been blessed with a child through Sarah. Yet, because Avram prayed for someone else's need before his own, God responded, and God remembered Sarah. She conceived, she gave birth, the miracle happened. This is not just a lesson in the power of prayer. It's a lesson in the power of prayer that's laced with Ahavas Yisrael. When you love your fellow Jews so deeply that you put their pain before your own, miracles happen for you. Now imagine this scenario. God forbid you've been out of a job for 3 months. You've been sending resumes, going to interviews, praying every day for a breakthrough. And then you hear that your friend, someone close to you, was just laid off. Now you're both in the same boat. The next time you pray to God, does it even cross your mind to ask that your friend find a job? Sadly, for many of us, the answer is no. We're so consumed by our own pain, our own needs, that we forget to look outward. But imagine being so in tune with your friend's struggle that you put your own job search on the back burner and you pray for them first. That's the level that Avraham reached. That's the level the Torah is inviting us to strive for. And here's the twist. Even if you're not doing it with perfect sincerity, even if you're praying for your friend first because you listened to this 6-minute rabbi and now you know that doing so will help you, so it can be said maybe that you're doing it for selfish reasons, it still counts. The Torah validates the act. The very fact that you're willing to put someone else first, even for a moment, is very, very powerful. We live in a world that often feels upside down, a world of selfishness, of disconnection, of spiritual darkness. But the Torah gives us a roadmap to flip that reality. When we pray for others, when we care deeply, when we extend ourselves beyond what's required, we bring God's light back into the world. This is how we return it to a world of truth, a world of giving, a world of honesty and compassion. So this Shabbos, let's take this message to heart. Whether you're praying for health, for children, for financial stability, for wealth, for clarity, start by praying for someone else who needs that very same thing. Let your love for others be the key that opens the gates of blessing for yourself. I wish you a beautiful and uplifting Shabbos.